frightening creatures to be sure, and somehow that long, darting tongue seems so untidy. Hello, it's me, which means, yes, it's time for the Mystery Science Theater Hour, a generous helping of those delightful experiments conducted in the mixed-up labs of Frank and Forrester. This week, Joel and company must stare down the business end of a giant Gila monster in a film aptly titled The Giant Gila Monster. Now, I've seen this one many times, and I'm tempted to tell you, no, not fair. I mustn't spoil the surprise of today's feature. Let the dishes air dry, get yourself a nice mug of cocoa, and settle in for the Mystery Science Theater Hour. I've never seen a real Gila monster, and I hope I never do. They're horrible and gross, aren't they? The way they slither and hide. In fact, sometimes you have to wonder what with shrews and most insects and worms, a great many of God's creatures are frankly pretty disgusting. Well, join us next time on the Mystery Science Theater Hour for the conclusion of Giant Gila Monster. Help us root for that wonderful crippled little girl against the dastardly Gila monster. Jumbo! Welcome to the Mystery Science Theater Hour. I'm delighted you could make it back for part 2 of The Giant Gila Monster. Dr. F and TV's Frank really pulled out all the stops on this one. If part 2 is anything like part 1, then I may need some CPR and some oxygen. Stat! But before we initiate cardiac arrest, let's look at what happened. A wonderfully clean-cut couple is sent hurtling to their deaths by the large Gila monster. Meanwhile, back at the local diner, everything is swell with our rat pack of young Christians, including young Chancellor Jake. The Gila monster comes back for seconds and attacks a middle-aged hitchhiker. But Jake and his gang are hot on the trail and soon discover the missing couple's jalopy. What next? Let's fasten our seatbelts and find out. Ah! Let go! Didn't fool you, did I? As I watched this film, I asked myself, how would I react if I had seen this giant Gila monster, or if my friends had told me they had encountered this behemoth reptile? There are no easy answers. Producer Ken Curtis, our friend who gave us the giant Gila monster, went on to become the legendary Festus on Gunsmoke. Matthew! Until next time on the Mystery Science Theater Hour.